a sudden we want to throw out the window that you have to be a citizen. This is insane. They have to swear to the Constitution to follow the laws. So you are asking people that are here that are not citizens, or people that are breaking our laws, they're illegal aliens that are here, and you're asking these people to uphold the laws of our country and our state, and they're not even citizens. It's insane that we are even talking about this. There is a certain level of a type of person that can become a policeman, and it certainly is not someone that does not want to say that they want to be a citizen of this United States. So the whole thing is crazy. Most of us are worried about gas prices, which the legislature will not work on. All they have to do is stop the gas tax for a little bit to give us a little bit of help. We're worried about our water. Right now, we can't water our lawns. We're worried about electricity. And it just bothers me to the heck that I have to sit here and talk to you about letting illegals, people, or people that are not citizens to come be policemen when we have so many major problems in this state. And this is what they do. They work away at these little things that, people don't notice, and then they pass them, and then we're stuck with them. So you have to have allegiance to our country. You have to live in our country and understand our values and what is important. You can't just come in from another. I would no more go to another country and pretend that I understand everything about it. I was a French major. I went to France. I would never walk into France and say I want to be a policeman, not even knowing what it is to be a policeman in France. I mean, it's crazy. And we've done that to our jobs over and over again. We've outsourced our manufacturing, and now we're going to outsource our policemen. Is there going to be anything left for the American citizen to do? I think not. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to flood the zone so that the American people are weakened, watered down, and we don't matter anymore because we've got so many people here that aren't citizens. So this is a bad idea. It's the same thing they did in LA where they hired gangbangers to be cops. It didn't really work out too well because they were so crooked that they had so many problems with it. So let's stick to what we know. We want citizens. We want citizens that can vote. That's a very good point that Robin had, that have a say in it. So when we vote in these representatives, we expect them to represent American citizens. And those are the people that should be getting these police jobs. So this is a total waste of time. I am totally against it. My family of cops are totally against it. And I'm sure if people weren't so worried about, just trying to survive from day to day, they would be on this Zoom meeting or calling the offices too. But right now, people are so busy trying to survive in this state that they don't have the time, and we have to be the spokesman for them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kathy. And then Raul Rodriguez was going to go next, please.
Hello, folks. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, my name is Raul Rodriguez, Jr. Mr. Holden, I would like to remind you that when you took an oath and when you were elected, you took an oath to defend the Constitution of the state of California and the United States Constitution. This law violates state and federal law by allowing lawbreakers and illegals to hold this type of a job that defends the state Constitution and the federal Constitution. That's my number one point. My second point is that SB 960 violates state and federal law by all who allowing lawbreakers to enforce laws that have been violated and broken by illegals. Point number 3 is that you and any other assemblyman or senators can be in violation of state and federal law. You may and could be arrested for treason. Any law that is signed or passed that violates the Constitution is a state and federal law. Point number 4 is that how can you expect lawbreakers to enforce laws when they themselves have broken laws by coming into this country illegally? And point number 5 is, my son was in law enforcement for over 30 years. He is retired now, just recently. And I would like to say that I have many friends who are in agreement that law enforcement, we need them. They are here to enforce the laws of the state and the federal laws. So therefore, I'm asking Mr. Holden to vote down this bill. It is a bill that we don't need. We don't need any more lawbreakers in this country. And in saying so, I want to remind you to tell Chris Holden that if he doesn't uphold the law, he could be held responsible. Him and anyone else who signs onto this bill, they could be arrested for treason. Thank you very much. And God bless America.
Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. And our final speaker is Mike McGettrick.
Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to say that I'm in opposition to 960. And I'm just curious about, I'd like to hear your opinion. Why is this law good for the citizens of California? How does this make my life better? How does this make the taxpayers of California, how does this make their life better? Matthew?
Yeah, so my opinion personally doesn't matter, but in regards to the analysis of the bill, it was both analyzed at the policy level and at the fiscal level. So specific to this conversation, the fact that it's going to be heard tomorrow in the Appropriations Committee, the Appropriations Committee does not look at the policy.
That's why we requested a meeting with you to represent us to the chairman.
Yeah, well, you know, you, sir, Mr. Lyons, you said a lot of words, but you didn't answer my question. How is this going to help the taxpayers like myself of California? How is this, why are you giving jobs, opening up jobs to non-citizens when I know we can find people in this country? We have a unemployment. I know you can get people to come in there to work. So, but you haven't answered my question. How is this going to help me? I know it's going to help you and your people to, you know, blur the lines between citizen and non-citizen. I know that's what this is all about. We had an interview. We talked to two very high officials in the Border Patrol on Sunday. And they were telling us this is all run by policy. And I noticed when you were giving your little speech there, you mentioned policy several times. So this is, your policy is going to be running this thing, and it's eventually going to be running over all of us. And I think you know very well what you're doing. I think Chris Holden knows very well what he's doing. This has nothing to do with the American citizen. You don't give a damn about the American citizen. And you can give these long speeches and not answer the question. That's fine, but it's kind of telling that you won't answer my question. You won't give me a direct answer. I'll ask one more time. How is this helping me? I'd like a brief answer. How is this helping the taxpayers of California?
Well, do you want me to read the analysis verbatim?
No. It's not. It can't be that complicated.
I can't be that complicated.
Matthew,
I cannot tell you why the police.
You can't tell me why.
Supports this, but I can tell you based on.
I asked you. Oh, wait, hold it. Just hold it. I asked you a question, Matthew, and you just told me you can't answer it.
No. I can't tell you why the police.
Yeah, you can't tell me why.
This.
I asked you a simple question, very simple answer, and you can't answer it. You just told me with your own words.
Can I say something, Robin?
Absolutely.
Okay, I had no idea the University of California was involved.
Yes.
That left-wing bunch of idiots there. So now they're pushing non-citizens over citizens. Instead of trying to find people that can do the job that are citizens, you're throwing UC at us. Well, they're such a left-wing group of people. That's insane. So UC has the power to make the legislators write this bill when we poor people have to go and do the propositions way and get all the signatures and all that. And all UC has to say is, hey, legislature, we want to make these people cops that aren't citizens. But I got to sit out on a street corner day after day to get, a million signatures if there's something we, the people, want. That's insane.
Yeah. Yes, the analysis that UC has a police association organization that they set up. And also, of course, we side with the analysis that opposes this, such as the Riverside County Sheriff's Department and Kern County. So both sides weighed in on the issue.
Correct.
But honestly, when you're talking, you're saying, when you bring up UCLA, that's all just a diversion. You're just diverting the subject. You know, like I asked you a simple question, you won't even answer it. What was your words? You can't answer it, or you won't answer it, or what was it?
Well, it's not my opinion that matters.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why is this happening? Who do I go to get an answer for this? I'm talking to you.